and welcome everyone.
Hello, here
Here we are. Actually, it's you're listening right now to KBSF, podcast about the geek culture, basically from Quebec City, Canada, where this podcast is recorded for you in downtown Quebec City in the quartier Limoilou.
That's right.
The neighborhood Limoilou in Quebec City. What is KBSF?
Well, what is it? What are we? Who are we? What do we do in life?
Okay, just
start with a little short history. We're best friends, known each other 30 years.
Yes, sir.
One point we decided we have to do a podcast. And then here we were, KBSF.
Actually, KBSF has already 65 episodes recorded.
That's
already,
right.
basically.
Right.
They're all in French.
Basically? No, they are all in French. They are all in French.
Because we had some problems. You know, I speak English, but not as well as you, obviously.
Wait a minute. We start from the beginning. Who are you?
Okay, my name is Henri-Bourassa.
Oh, wait a minute. KB. Nice.
KB.
My name is Sean Feeney. KBSF.
KBSF.
That's where it starts.
Where basically I'm an old geek, okay, from a francophone old geek from Quebec City.
That's right.
We known each other for about 30 years now.
30 years now, yeah.
And we have some fun. I did some. I used to work in a radio show.
You used to be a radio host.
A radio host.
Yeah, a radio show.
Student radio host.
Yeah, but university.
Yes. For university, I had my own show I had a show with somebody else for 7 years.
So you were in a radio show for 7 years at the university?
Yes, sir.
There.
And Cégep, which if you're from Quebec, you know it's like college. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of years later, maybe 25 years later after that, I was missing that shit. Okay,
you were missing that ambiance, that feeling, that creative expression.
And I decided hey, let's make a podcast.
Yeah, and you were talking for years, Sean, I want to do a podcast about this and that.
I was trying
and you were
multiple
talking,
stuff.
I'm going to do this. I started doing this. And then what happened last year? Actually, a year to the day almost from today, right here, right now.
You came back to my house telling me we have to do it.
It's done. It's finished.
We're doing it right now.
I'm tired of listening to you. We're doing it.
And you told me, when do you want to start it? I told you, give me like 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
To make some testing, buy the equipment that we need to. I was already testing, making a podcast with just a headset, a gaming headset.
Yeah.
About cryptozoology, UFOs and everything, paranormal.
Yeah.
All
the
those
paranormal.
Paranormal?
Yeah. Okay. Paranormal. Yeah. Good job.
I'm French, okay? And we told each other, let's give us 2-3 weeks to start.
That's right. Because I was frustrated having not enough Quebec City culture, geek culture, and I said, Cal, we have to do something.
Yeah. And then Quebec City Comic-Con was there. We went there.
Yeah.
And we were like, we have to speak about it right now.
We have no choice.
So we started the podcast maybe a week or two before the date that we had used to settle.
Settled for the podcast, for the Comic-Con, yeah.
We did our first episode.
Yeah.
With the most problematic microphones.
Oh, yeah. The sound was horrible.
The sound was horrible.
The production was sucked ass, but it was our first one.
Yeah.
We were babies.
And we have to say that we are a podcast about geek culture, but we don't do nothing at all as a post-production.
No, zero.
What you hear right now is what
live.
You get. It's two best friends in the basement with 2 microphones and a computer.
And a couple beer.
And a couple, multiple beers. Especially when I try to do something in English. Because like I said before, I was born in Germany and from a Canadian...
You're in the Canadian forces.
French-Canadian parents.
Yeah.
So English is not
your
my
mother
force.
tongue. Yeah, it's not your mother tongue. Unlike myself.
Yeah.
My mother tongue's English.
We had some problems, but maybe we already tried to do some testing about maybe before doing the podcast, doing like maybe a YouTube channel about gaming and with our friends.
Yep.
Most of our friends are bilingual, and we would have been the better audience would have been New Brunswick,
Nova Scotia. I mean, Acadian.
Yeah.
But we tried that. I remember we were doing gaming. We do a lot of gaming, tabletop gaming especially. And we were just we were explaining rules and explaining what we're going to do. And it was always Fringlish. Always. Constantly.
At the time, I remember
Constantly.
we were playing Necromunda, which is a board game, a tabletop game made by Games Workshop.
Yeah.
And I did, we were playing and tried to do some kind of battle report test.
That's right.
And I said, I'm going to fall back parce que j'ai pas la chance.
That's right. Just a Fringlish. It was just Fringlish.
You cannot be more Fringlish than that,
Yeah.
okay?
I have to fall back. That's good.
So, Sean, who are we? Actually, tell me about yourself.
My name, myself, Sean Feeney. I've lived in this beautiful city for all my life. Raised on a military base, but as a civilian. And tripped. There he goes, the Fringlish again. J'ai trippé. I had a great association with sci-fi since the youngest age. My mother's a huge fan of Star Trek.
Yes.
I was bathed in sci-fi and music and culture just in general, either pot culture because of my father's influence, but not because he was a pothead. Because anyway, long story short, he knows this stuff. Anyway, and then time came by, and then 16 years later, I met my best buddy Cal. And what were you up to, Cal?
Actually, my name is Carl Bordage. I'm from Quebec City, as you already know it.
Yeah.
I'm a military brat too, okay, in my own way of doing it. My father was a paratrooper. He lived in Germany for about 10 years in his life.
Yes.
Which is a big part of my culture and who I am, actually. I'm a fan of science fiction just as you, but I'm more like the gaming guy.
Yeah.
You're more the comic book guy, and we're going to speak about that later on.
That's for sure.
But that's a funny thing, okay? You know, one time when during the 65th episode that we
did in French.
Recorded in French,
Yeah.
you had some email from women telling you that, oh, j'aime ton accent.
Yeah.
I really
It's
like
incredible.
your accent. It's
like they love my friggin' Franglish accent. Yeah.
I'm going to be the stud now.
That's right. Now the the roles are reversed.
I'm gonna
you
be,
will be the one.
Yes, yes. And
Okay, I won't tell your wife.
Yeah. She already knows.
She already knows.
I told her before that I'm going to try to do something like that, and she was laughing about it. So
Awesome.
I actually married my this guy.
Was that in English?
Record dealer.
Record dealer. I think she's selling you drugs. No. She was more your. Honestly, I've been in Quebec too long.
Okay.
I don't know what the English term is for.
She used to be the supervisor for a record store.
Yeah, Music World.
Yeah, Music World.
Music World. Yeah. For those who know it, there, those older people, we all know who Music World is. There.
Back in the day, I used to buy a lot of DVDs, and a lot of CDs and game and everything like that. I like having the physical copy of everything that I own. So basically, KBSF is going to be we actually have a nickname for KBSF, which is Knowing Better Since Forever.
That's right, because it just rhymes.
Why?
It sounds so nice.
It sounds so nice, and actually, that is what it is. It's two old geeks, mid 40s,
that's right,
late 40s, thinking they know everything about everything.
Yeah, but we don't, but we do.
We don't, but we do, and
we have a lot of knowledge.
We're open to suggestions.
We really are. I mean, we have so much knowledge, so much baggage.
By the way,
but we're always open.
We're always asking. It is worth the translating. Yep. Each week we use our platforms of Facebook and Instagram to ask
our social media
to ask yourself. Question of the week.
Yeah, we ask everyone who listens, who watches, follow us on our social media. We ask a question every week, and there's prizes.
Maybe not every week,
but there's prizes involved.
Yes,
we get prizes.
We don't have a sponsorship.
No, we sponsor our own podcast.
Yeah.
So we go out, we find what we want, we find what we think our audience would enjoy, and we give it away.
Yes, and sometimes we have a friend, which is the Geek Anonym,
or Anonymous Geek,
Anonymous Geek, who buys too much stuff and already give to us.
His surplus that he says, oh yeah, I already have this in double, triple.
Yeah. By the way, I was telling who was I?
Yes, you're explaining who you were. Yeah.
I'm working for social welfare with kids with special needs.
Oh, yeah.
And santé mentale, mental health.
Mental health, yeah.
For a lot of time. And
for a very long time. Yes. Oh, my God. I mean, we've known each other 30 years. You were starting to study that. No, you were still in the military. You were still doing your 2 years reservist.
Yes.
When we first met each other with a peanut in the eye.
I met you before the
No, but it was
military
pretty.
service.
With a peanut in the eye.
Yes, I shot you. You were sleeping, and I shot you a peanut in the
Yeah,
eye,
yeah.
and you almost lost an eye.
That's right.
If
That's how
you
we
want to know
met.
the old story where KBSF met together,
Yeah,
that's where
there
it all
it is. That's
began.
the origin story.
You cannot have a worse beginning than that.
It was an origin story worth any superhero.
Yeah. So, Sean, that's
Yeah.
right. You already told it. I did my military service.
Yeah.
So when coming to gaming, that's a thing that is give us our color in
Yeah.
about when we do a critic about a gaming game,
Yeah.
video game. I already did a special in French about the Modern Warfare 2, which
That's right,
was
Call of Duty.
last year.
Yeah, it
Call
was
of
Call of
Duty
Duty,
Modern
yeah.
Warfare 2, which I give my honest opinion as a veteran. So things that I hate, things that I like.
Things you appreciate, things
Yeah.
that you disagree with. Yeah.
So sometimes we use that, and sometimes I use the fact that I'm working in mental health to.
Yeah, more often than not, we connect what we live as a geek to our day-to-day lives. Our past experience, professional past experience, and also our pastime experience. We mix it very often.
We talk a lot about comic book. That's
Yes, we
actually
do.
more your expertise in tant tel.
Yeah.
Uh,
En tant que tel.
En tant que tel. It's gonna be hard, man.
No,
Hey,
it's perfect because
yeah,
I do the same thing in French.
Yes.
In French, I do the same thing. It's perfect.
Okay, but when we talk about comic book, and we already told that one time we were making the critic about the cyberpunk trauma team,
Yes, that's right.
which were one of the main team was the PTSD.
That's right. Yeah,
And
with
I
major
use
themes,
my
yeah.
experience as a somebody. I'm not a social worker, actually. I'm an educator.
Yeah.
In mental health.
Yeah. Juvenile, on top of
Juvenile
it, yeah,
health,
yeah.
mental health, and I use that to clarify some things about the
Yep.
comic book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do the same thing because you used to be a firefighter for
That's
a
right.
lot of
And
those years.
worked in a lot of medical trauma teams. I've done that since the age of 16. I am now, friggin' 40-something? Anyway, doesn't really matter. I've
You're
done
still
it
young at art.
Yeah.
Young at art.
Yeah, I did that for 23 years. Now I'm doing podcasts.
Sometimes, Sean, we're speaking. We did talk a lot about the Project Blue Book, the comic book.
That's right.
Which
Yep.
is by James Tynion
Four. Yeah.
Okay, and we were speaking about UFOs and everything like that.
So, but what is this Blue Book? That's what. Maybe you should explain to the people what is this thing.
Well,
Blue
actually,
Book?
Blue Book is a program made by the U.S. government to research about UFOs, mainly to discredit
UFOs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And but there's a comic book made about that,
Yes,
mainly
that's right.
mainly about the Betty and Barney Hill incident,
Which is a famous incident, extremely famous.
which is considered as one of the first time that aliens would have taken somebody inside their ship,
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
and the first one of the first missing time incident
Documented.
So,
Right?
Yes,
It's documented. Okay. Yeah.
and we were speaking about that. Then I spoke a lot. I do a lot of critic about books and documentaries about paranormal.
Yeah, paranormal, and its beautiful part is it was a comic book about the paranormal, so it connected myself with my passion for comic
Yes.
books and Cal's passion for the paranormal.
Because I do believe in nothing, but I do want to believe.
Yeah.
And mainly, I want to leave this fucking galaxy because people are stupid. But but I read a lot of books about that and having fun with that. Looking at it with a skeptical
eye, yeah.
a skeptical eye, and we're going to talk to you mainly about it.
Yeah, that's
if
what we
you-
do.
If
Yeah.
something in French, I know that people like that part,
Especially
sometimes.
here in Quebec.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
when we say
I don't
French,
know-
we don't mean French like from France.
Yo.
We mean more French from Quebec, Canada.
We're more like we're a great mix of European or American.
Oh yeah, but we're grassroots, very grassroots.
Yeah.
Where we are, like we say in French, terre à terre. We're grassroots. We're basic. We're not this friggin' high class, friggin' highly educated, and we want to push our ideas and convince you that we're right.
Yeah.
No, we just want to share our passion.
Even though we think we're knowing better since forever,
But no, we just want to share our passion. We want to share our knowledge.
it's
and
more ironic. The slogan is more
Exactly.
ironic.
It's
than
very
anything
ironic.
else.
Yeah.
Sean, there's one thing that we do know about podcasting is
Yes.
that you cannot have still a radio show playing music as you want to.
No,
but
no.
There's the thing. We're passionate about music.
Big time.
Big time. If you have a show that you want us to book,
if you have some kind of concert coming up. If you're like you're an amateur, you're a cover band. Hey, let us know, and it'll give us pleasure, a great pleasure. I mean, an immense amount of pleasure just to push you, to give you a helping hand, to help promote what you have coming up.
especially if you're a metal or punk band or alternative or rock band.
Oh, if you listen to us.
Yep.
If you listen to us, no matter what you're doing,
You're right, man.
we will help you out.
Yeah.
We will give you a slap on the back. We will give you a helping
But
hand.
KBSF, is it
That's right.
only a podcast, Sean? No,
God,
it is
no,
not.
It isn't.
What's the great news about it?
Well, what's fun about it, every week, or more often than not anyway, we have a playlist on Spotify. And it's basically our inspiration from our youth, inspiration from our adulthood, or even our inspiration from the week of. We make a podcast. It's like, oh, we're listening to this week, and we'll throw a couple songs on our playlist.
Yep.
And it's the same name. That's the best part it is. I mean, we have the podcast as KBSF, Knowing Better Since Forever, and we also have the playlist KBSF.
and
beautiful
every
mix.
time that we receive a guest at the show,
That's right.
we're telling
We always add their, hey, bring
Do
what
you have 10 songs that you want to add? One time we received Christian Boucher as a guest.
That's right.
And we were having more like a heavy metal special.
Exactly. Especially, yeah. It was a lot of Iron Maiden, and it was a lot of AC/DC, and it was a fun special. Oh yeah, and then we have Andre.
Yep.
He came in with some other crazy stuff, and then there even crazy. It's very eclectic. Our playlist is very eclectic, but it's very hardcore punk metal oriented. But it's nice.
I do have a dream about one time that I'm all gonna divide them.
Oh,
in
really?
genre.
Okay.
So
in
you're
their
gonna be
categories
able
and
to
their
tell.
gender. Yeah.
I'm feeling more punk rock, more metal. You're gonna be able to choose between them. Okay, that's
Right now,
already.
actually, it's a great list. Actually, there's so much mix. It's fun. So you're going boom, boom, boom. It goes one type of style, and then boom, they have another completely style. It's like you're talking to your brother sometimes who comes on to our show.
Yep.
And it's like, oh my God, I forgot about that band. Oh my God, what is that band?
And you're gonna.
It's fun. It's fun.
If you're open to French Canadian or French culture,
Yep.
you're gonna like it because we have a
Yeah,
couple
we got
of
a lot.
songs that
We got a lot of French punk on there. We got a good Quebec punk on there.
French like in France and
Yeah.
Quebec punk.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah,
learn something there.
Oh yeah. Some great stuff in there.
Do yourself a favor and go check the playlist.
Yep.
TVs and movies is a big part of the show, Sean.
Yes, because every week there's like you say we're geek, so that means Marvel, DC, it'd be Image, it'd be anything comic book related. We watch their versions on TV, especially sci-fi, like The Expanse. Cal loves The Expanse. We also love Battlestar Galactica,
Everything
Star
that made by
Wars.
Star Wars, all the
Anything
series
Star Wars, yeah.
about Marvel.
Yep.
All the sometimes we go
Yeah,
and
even Doctor Who.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
we're-
Star
we're-
Trek as well.
we're fishing for you actually.
Yeah, we're fishing, but we like it anyway. That's the thing. We're not really
we're
fishing.
trying everything. Basically, you know what? The way I like to do it, because sometimes the big part of KBSF is like a new des nouvelles,
It's news of the week. It's like entertainment news.
entertainment news, but about geek culture. So we're
Yeah.
searching the universe of geek culture for
Exactly.
you. So
So it's easier for you to find the information that you want to know about and not have to go through a whole bunch of stupid stuff and listen to our beautiful voices at the same time. I mean, we are very easy to listen to.
Listen up.
We're energetic.
if you want to
Passionate.
you're doing your dishes, you're folding your laundry.
That's right.
And you
cutting
wanna
the grass in
be-
the summertime because
Yep.
we are in Quebec. Because there's no
Summertime
grass.
is
Yeah,
like
there's no
like
grass in Quebec during
2
the winter.
weeks. Okay,
But
so
like Cal's trying to say, their podcast is the perfect in those times where you have nothing else to do and just listen and do a menial job. You're sitting there, you have to friggin' shovel your driveway in the wintertime. What do you do, Cal, when you shovel your driveway in the wintertime?
I do not. I pay somebody to do it because I have a bad back thanks to military service. But actually, I do not have a dishwasher, and podcasting is saving my
Oh, your sanity?
sanity over here.
So basically, you're the dishwasher?
I am the dishwasher.
But listen to the podcast.
Just like James Leahy in Trailer Park Boys, who says, "I am the liquor, I am the dishwasher."
Yes, there you go.
Hey.
Yes. Oh yeah,
But,
that's another thing we talk about too. We're not just about sci-fi and geek culture. We also have those little niche markets. Like we enjoy Leonard Kenny,
Yes, and we do enjoy like Trailer Park Boys.
and Walking Dead, and there's always a little extra little spice that we add to our shows there. Like we're not just
We're really open about what is geek culture. Actually,
in all aspects of it.
and we do try beer. We're
That's
big
another
beer
thing we do.
fans. We're beer
Oh
guys.
no! That sounds like I have to take a sip.
Yep. Like just to give you an example, tonight we in our French show we did try a beer called Robot Vampire 2.
No.
And sometimes we take like
It's
we taste some beers like
all over.
basically with come on.
How do we say it? What do you want to say?
You're gonna be better off than me to tell it.
Say what exactly?
Un style là, de les canettes, le dessin là.
Oh, really? Like more of the sci-fi influenced kind of image on the can. We basically we do a lot of microbrewery. We don't do the major labels. Yes, we have some every once in a while. Like Cal loves Grausch. He talks often about his beer Grausch, often because that's his beer of choice. But at the end of the episodes, normally we do a tasting, and it's from microbrewery. And we always try to influence. Like we try not to influence. That's the wrong term I want to use. It's like we always try to choose a beer that has some kind of cultural influence, like geek related. Like we've tried Pac-Man, we've tried Ghostbuster, we've tried a beer that's resembled
Top Gun,
Back to the Future,
Simpsons, Back to the Future,
Star Wars, and there's a lot of it out there.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, and we give ourselves the homework, the hard work to test these for you, and so you don't have to punish yourself, and we'll do it for you.
And
We'll
you know
taste
what?
the bad beers and say how bad they are, and we'll taste the good beers and tell you how much you should love them.
Because we did try some bad ones.
There was a couple.
But if you're not somebody who drinks,
Yes,
we do that only at the end of the show.
exactly. So you don't have to wait till the end of the show.
You don't have to wait to the end or skip a part. You just go like they start.
Hey, the first
speaking about
hour's
beer.
fine. Last 10 minutes, we don't want to
Let's
listen.
cut it.
But you should listen to it anyway because we're so passionate. You'll not that you'll start drinking, but you'll appreciate how we describe
Well, the
and
day
how
that
we
you're gonna
interact with
if
this.
you're going to a
flavors.
supper with your friends and there's a
Exactly.
beer, a new beer,
And you can do your. I've never tried it, but I've listened to this podcast.
I do taste some notes of fruitiness and
Fruitiness. Yes. Apparently, it's very boreal. It's very foresty. It's very earthy kind of feeling. You can show off your knowledge by listening to us. We can teach you.
Beer tasting is a part of the show.
Yep.
TV and movies, we're listening and
movie.
watching it for you sometimes.
Comic books
And
novels. We talk about anything
we have
and
an
everything.
approach that we do not give spoilers.
We try not to, but sometimes we do because we talk about things that have been dated for years.
Yeah.
But that's on you.
That's it.
Something's been out for a year, 2 years. We do sometimes give spoilers and we don't give the warning, but we do often do weekly reviews of the TV show or movie that comes out of the week. We do our best not to give spoilers. That's what we try to do.
Nobody never told us that we have done it before.
No, but even
So
then
we're
we
doing a
warn
pretty
you.
good
We
job
warn.
about it.
Sometimes we warn. Sometimes we're so passionate.
What?
Sometimes we just talk and talk. It's like, okay, there's a spoilers company coming up because we really enjoyed what we watched.
And sometimes we just tell it. This is not, you're going to see it coming. And just to say, if you don't.
Like you've seen the trailer for the movie. You've seen the trailer for the TV show. You've already seen what I'm going to talk about. But it's worthwhile.
And you and me, we're both in the mid-40s, late 40s. So we do like an approach about comic books, about TV shows, which is more mature.
Exactly.
So other shows like about geek culture, they're going to tell you more about Nintendo and Pokemon.
Oh,
and anime.
More Harry Potter stuff and
Yeah.
more the Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're a little past that generation.
Yeah.
We're more Star Wars. We've been waiting 30 years to see something new about Star Wars.
And
That's
if you
us.
want to hear about Captain Orlok, Albator, things like that, Robotech, you have the guys for it.
Yeah,
passionate.
we're them.
We're passionate about GI Joes.
Yeah, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Astro Boy, Smurfs, Asterix and Obelix.
Yeah, because we do our. I'm francophone, so I did grow a lot with more European style bande
But
dessinée.
Asterix is very popular in English too.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Not as much as it is in French.
No, but it's. I mean, they did do an English movie of Tintin.
Yes. Did it work well?
Nothing works well with Tintin outside of the back of the BD.
Yes.
It's hard. You're a redhead. It doesn't work.
Sean, we're going to end that really soon. Yeah. Just to tell you that KBSF was is made to do the promotion of local artists and people that are struggling to get known.
Mm-hmm. Basically the same as us. We want to give help to as many people, and hopefully we will, and maybe have a little bit return as well. So, hopefully.
Do not hesitate. Tell us about you.
It will give us pleasure to talk about you. We will talk about you for hours. Well, maybe not hours, but we will talk about you.
And remember, tonight is a special edition of KBSF where actually you were in all our episodes. 65 episodes before were recorded in French.
So are you telling me this is number 66?
Right now, looking at it, it's been 27 minutes, and it goes well. Okay?
Yeah, it's going well.
I was having I was scared about me speaking in English for a long time.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, but still, people are just gonna maybe like my accent. Okay, so
they'll get those emails. Oh, you're so sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, your name's Cal, eh? Oh, talk to me some more.
Oh yeah, I like your Fallout jersey.
Oh my God, can you wait till Montreal? Montreal, there's a lot of English people that listen to podcasts out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing we talk about. Comic-Cons.
We do love Comic-Cons. Yeah. We're there. We're going to every fucking Comic-Con. There
as
is
much
since,
as possible.
For maybe like 10 years, maybe?
10, 11 years, yeah. Easily. Montreal, Quebec City.
Montreal, Quebec City Comic-Con. Shawinigan.
Yep.
The mini Comic-Cons, if we can be there, we're there for you. Later on, the latest Comic-Con of Quebec City Comic-Con, we did
the most recent
some interviews with
oh my God,
people's...
listen to that episode. I forget the number that it was. We talked to 2 international comic book stars, not just stars but pillars of the industry. Did we have fun or did we not have fun talking to them?
Actually, I'm gonna say it out loud.
Okay? Yeah, go for it.
Quebec City Comic-Con. A lot of people, they're only speaking French.
Yeah.
They're shy to speak with people in English directly. Mm-hmm. We were having like Renee Witterstatter.
Yes, she was awesome.
Arthur Sweden.
Yeah, Arthur Sweden. Yep.
Who were there, and we came there just making like, hey, we have a podcast about geek culture in French. Can we do an interview with you? And those 2 people, they were the greatest.
Oh,
they were
insane.
Generous.
It was beautiful. And genuine.
Yes, and they
genuine
gave us
people.
an hour each.
It was crazy. Listen to those episodes. Hey, maybe we'll plug them tonight. Well,
you have to send
no
the link for if we do put
tonight there. Yeah, for sure.
This
if we put
episode
this online,
right now in English to Renee Witterstatter.
Yeah,
about.
She opened my eyes to so much about the industry, but she was so generous with her time and her knowledge and her savoir-faire. It was awesome, and she loves Quebec City.
Yes,
that's the fun
she
part.
Does.
She loves Quebec City, and she like the Comic-Con was Saturday, Sunday. She was here the week before. I'm here for a week. I want to enjoy Quebec City before I go to the Comic-Con. Beautiful person, wonderful personality. It was awesome talking to her. Awesome. For the fans of She-Hulk, she's the one to go to.
We do love our city.
Yeah.
We do speak about it a lot.
Yes, we do.
And we do the promotion about it and everything that we can do. Okay,
so we love our town. We love our city.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Sean, that was actually the first episode in English, all English of KBSF.
Yep.
So tell us about it in the comments if you write us something in the...
Yeah, we have on our social media, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have email, we have a link in every platform that we have. You can talk to us anywhere and everywhere. We're easy to find. KBSF on any kind of search engine, you'll see us. We're all on your favorite podcast streaming services. We're everywhere.
But probably if you already listening to us, that you already find us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the main
But sometimes
problems.
you never know, and there's like news section. Sometimes there are these podcast sites there. They have, hey, look, this new episode. Check us out.
You can type KBSF in Amazon and you're gonna find us.
That's right. That's right. KBSF, Amazon, or Apple, or Google for the moment till they cancel that. But anyway, that's their problem. Freaking Google. Anyway, we're also in Quebec Balado as well. We are we're everywhere. iHeart.
That's the joy of being with Buzzsprout,
Our server, our distributor.
Distributeur.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're our host, basically. It's our podcast host. Yeah.
Sean, it's time to end it all. Okay,
That's
we
right.
already did a 2-hour episode before in French. So
Yes,
my
we
name
did.
is Carl Bourdage. Your name
It's
is...
Sean Feeney.
We were KBSF. We're knowing
Yep.
better since forever. We hope you like it.
Yep. And if you do, let us know.
Please let us know, because I have to know if my English was
Satisfactory, good enough, well, appreciated, sexy.
It's been hard for me to just take the place and admit that I can do a show in full English.
Yeah,
so.
he's being too modest. He does
Yeah.
a very good job.
Beer is helping a lot. So, Sean, we're going to
Yes,
end
sir.
that and hope we have some news from you.
That's right. Take care, everyone.
Yes.
Have a good evening.
Hey, stay geek. We can
That's
tell
right.
it.
That's right. Stay geek. Stay proud of yourself. Stay true to yourself. And we'll see you next time.
And we love you all. Next time.